What stains your heart tonight? I'm asking you, yes, you right where you stand, right where you sit, to look inside and tell me what's weighing you down. Is it the guilt that creeps in when the lights go out? When the noise fades and it's just you and your thoughts? Is it the shame that clings like mud to your soul, the kind you can't scrub off no matter how hard you try? You know what I'm talking about. That moment when you lashed out in anger, when you turned your back on someone who needed you, when you chose the easy path instead of the right one. It's there, isn't it? A mark, a blemish, a stain that no amount of good deeds can wash away. The heart is a fragile thing, isn't it? It beats with hope one moment, then trembles with regret the next. You've felt it. I know you have. That ache when you realize you've fallen short again. You promised yourself you'd do better. You swore you'd change. But here you are, staring at the same old mess, the same old failures, the same old you. And it hurts. It hurts because you want to be clean. You want to be whole. You want to stand tall and say, this is not who I am. But the stains, they whisper back, oh, but it is. Let me tell you something true. You're not alone in this. Every heart in this room, every heart beyond these walls carries its own scars. The man who smiles through his days hides a wound he won't name. The woman who lifts her hands in praise fights a battle she won't confess. We're all marked. We've all stumbled. We've all cried out in the silence, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón. Lord, clean my heart, because we know deep down that we can't fix this ourselves. Raise your hand if you've ever felt that way. Go ahead, raise it high. Let me see it. You're not ashamed to admit it, are you? That you've tried and failed, that you've scrubbed and scrubbed, but the dirt won't come off? Look around you. See those hands? See those faces? You're not the only one crying out tonight. This is the human story, etched in every tear, every sigh, every restless night. We've inherited a legacy of imperfection. From the dawn of time, the heart has wandered, chasing shadows, grasping at fleeting things, wealth, power, pleasure, only to find them slipping through our fingers like sand. And what's left? A soul caked with dust, a conscience heavy with choices we can't undo. You've felt that weight, haven't you? That moment when you stood before a mirror, not the one on your wall, but the one in your mind, and saw the truth staring back at you. You saw the envy you nursed, the pride you fed, the bitterness you let fester, and you said, this isn't me, but it was, it is. Now don't turn away from this. Don't shut your ears to it. We've got to face it square on, because the stains won't vanish by pretending they're not there. They grow, they spread. Like ink on a page, they bleed into every corner of your life. You snap at your loved ones because of it. You doubt your worth because of it. You lie awake at night because of it. And the enemy of your soul, he loves it. He wants you to believe that's all you'll ever be. Stained, broken, unworthy. He wants you to think the cry of your heart, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón, falls on deaf ears. But I'm here to tell you he's wrong. He's dead wrong. Think about it. Why do you feel that ache? Why does your spirit groan for something more? Because you weren't made for this filth. You weren't crafted to wallow in the mire. There's a voice inside you, faint maybe, but real, calling you to rise, calling you to be clean. Where does that come from? I'll tell you where, from the one who shaped you, the one who knows every crack in your heart and loves you still. He put that longing there. He stirred that hunger, because he sees what you can't see yet. A heart washed, a life restored, a soul set free. But let's not rush past the pain of it. Let's stand here for a moment and feel the weight. You know what it's like to carry a stained heart. You've walked through days where the sun shone bright, but inside it was storming. You've smiled for the crowd, but inside you were crumbling. And maybe you've asked, why me? Why this struggle? Why can't I shake it off? I want you to hear me now. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're cursed. It's because you're human. And humans fall. Humans fail. Humans stain their hearts with things they never meant to hold on to. Have you ever watched a child spill something? A glass of juice, maybe, tumbling to the floor, spreading across the tiles. They don't mean to do it. They don't plan it. But it happens. And there they stand, wide-eyed, helpless, looking to someone stronger to make it right. That's you. That's me. We spill our lives, sometimes by accident, sometimes by choice. And we can't mop it up alone. We need a hand greater than ours. We need a power beyond ourselves. And the cry rises up, doesn't it? Señor Limpia Mi Corazón, because we know the mess is too big for us to handle. Now I want you to think of the worst thing you've ever done. Go ahead, call it to mind. Don't shy away from it. That secret you've buried, that sin you've locked away, that moment you'd give anything to erase. Got it? Hold it there. Feel it sting. Because I'm going to ask you something. Do you think that's too much? Do you think that stain's too dark, too deep, too permanent? Do you think the one who made the stars, who split the seas, who breathed life into dust, looks at your heart and says, no, not this one? If you believe that, you've underestimated him. You've forgotten who he is. The heart cries out because it knows there's hope. It cries out because it senses a promise. You've tried to clean it yourself, haven't you? You've made resolutions, set goals, vowed to be better. And how'd that work out? A day, a week, maybe a month. And then the stains crept back. Because the truth is, we're not the ones who hold the cloth. We're not the ones who wield the water. There's only one who can wash us clean. Only one who can reach into the hidden places and lift the grime we can't touch. And oh, how we need that washing. The world doesn't help us, does it? It throws more at us, temptation on every corner, anger in every argument, despair in every loss. It's like walking through a storm of soot, and we come out covered, choking, crying for relief. But relief is near. It's nearer than you think. The stains on your heart, they're not the end of your story. They're the beginning of something greater, something stronger, something that'll lift you out of the muck and set your feet on solid ground. So where are you tonight? Are you tired of the wait? Are you weary of the fight? Are you ready to stop running? Stop hiding. Stop pretending you can fix it on your own. Because the cry of a stained heart isn't a cry of defeat. It's a cry of surrender. It's a plea that echoes through time, from the dust of the earth to the throne of heaven. Señor Limpia Mi Corazón. And that plea doesn't fall to the ground. It rises. It's heard. It's answered. You see, the moment you lift that cry, something shifts. The moment you say, Lord, I can't do this alone. You're not alone anymore. The stains don't vanish by your strength. They fade by his. And they will fade. They must. Because the one who hears you isn't distant. He isn't cold. He's close. Closer than your next breath. Ready to take that stained heart and make it new. Not patched up. Not polished over. But new. That's the promise. That's the power. That's the hope that's waiting for you tonight. But it starts here. It starts with the cry. It starts with facing the stains and saying, I'm done carrying this. I'm done fighting alone. So what's it going to be? Will you keep clutching the mess, or will you let it go? Will you keep scrubbing in vain, or will you lift your voice and say, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón? The choice is yours. The stains are real, but so is the cleansing. And it's coming. It's coming for you. Just wait and see what happens when that cry meets the hands of the one who can make all things clean. What happens when you lift that cry, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón, and it's heard? I'm telling you now, it's not just a whisper lost in the wind. It's not a plea that fades into silence. When you cry out from the mess of a stained heart, something mighty stirs. The heavens tremble. The earth takes notice. Because that cry doesn't stop with you. It reaches the throne of the one who can do what you cannot, and he answers. Oh, how he answers. Not with a nod, not with a shrug, but with a power that shakes the foundations of your soul and washes away what you've carried too long. You've felt the weight, haven't you? The guilt, the shame, the stains that cling like shadows you can't outrun. You've tried to scrub them off. Tried with your promises, your tears, your grit, and it didn't work. But now listen close. There's a cleansing coming that no human hand can wield. It's not a trickle. It's not a drip. It's a flood. A flood of grace. A torrent of mercy. A wave that crashes over every mark and makes it vanish. Who believes that tonight? Raise your hand if you believe there's a power greater than your stains. Go ahead, let me see it. Because this isn't a hope you cling to in vain. It's a truth that stands forever. Think about water for a moment. You've seen it, haven't you? A river rushing over rocks, smoothing them down, wearing away the rough edges. A rainstorm pounding the earth, washing the dust from the leaves. That's what happens when the Lord moves in. He doesn't just dab at the surface. He doesn't leave streaks behind. He pours out his cleansing, and it runs through every crack, every crevice, every hidden place you've tried to bury. That anger you've nursed, gone. That regret you've replayed, swept away. That sin you thought was permanent, erased by hands stronger than yours. Now don't miss this. The stains on your heart, they're not a match for him. You've looked at them and thought, this is too much. This is too dark. This is too old. But what's too much for the one who spoke light into the void? What's too dark for the one who conquered death itself? What's too old for the one who holds time in his grasp? Nothing. There's nothing in your life, nothing in your past, nothing in your soul that can stand against the power of divine cleansing. When he moves, the stains don't just fade, they flee. And how does he do it? Not with soap and water, not with effort you can muster, but with something greater. It's his love that washes you. It's his sacrifice that purifies you. It's his blood, yes, his blood, that flows over every wrong and makes it right. You've heard that before, haven't you? But have you felt it? Have you stood under that stream and let it soak you through? Because it's not a story from yesterday, it's a reality for today. Right now, right here, the cry of your heart meets the power of his grace, and the transformation begins. Let me ask you something. What's the dirtiest thing you've ever seen clean? A shirt caked with mud, maybe, pulled from the wash as white as snow, a wall scrubbed free of years of grime. Now think bigger. Think of your heart, blackened by choices, scarred by failures, heavy with burdens, and then think of it made new, not patched, not repaired, new. That's what he offers. That's what he promises. Señor Limpia Mi Corazón. You cry and he says, I will, I am. It's done. But it's not magic. It's not a trick. It's a gift you've got to receive. You can't earn this cleansing. It's too vast for that. You can't buy it. It's too precious. You can only open your hands, open your heart, and let it come. And when it does, you'll know it. You'll feel the weight lift. You'll sense the shadows scatter. You'll stand taller, breathe freer, live bolder, because the stains that held you back are gone. Who's ready for that tonight? Who's ready to let the Lord wash them clean? Shout it out if you are. Let me hear you. This is no small thing. The world wants you to think you're stuck. It wants you to believe the stains define you, that they're your story, your identity, your end. But the world's wrong. The one who made you says different. He says you're mine, you're forgiven, you're clean. And when he says it, it's not a wish, it's a fact. The power of divine cleansing doesn't bend. It doesn't break. It doesn't fail. It takes the filthiest heart and makes it shine like the sun. Now think of the freedom in that. You've walked with chains, haven't you? Chains of guilt that rattle with every step. Chains of shame that pull you down. Chains of fear that whisper, you'll never be enough. But when the Lord cleanses you, those chains snap. They fall. They're gone. You don't have to drag them anymore. You don't have to hide anymore. You can lift your head and say, I'm free, I'm clean, I'm his. And that's not just words, that's power. That's life. That's what's waiting for you tonight. But it's more than freedom. It's purpose. A clean heart isn't just a gift to hold. It's a fire to carry. When the stains are gone, something new takes their place. Peace settles in. Joy rises up. Love flows out. You've seen it, haven't you? A person who's been washed, they glow. They live different. They walk with a strength that doesn't come from themselves. That's what he does. He doesn't just clean you. He fills you. He doesn't just lift the dirt. He plants something holy in its place. And oh, how we need that. The world's a messy place, isn't it? You step out your door, and the mud's waiting. Temptation, bitterness, despair. It splashes on you before you know it. But here's the truth. When you've been cleansed by him, the mud doesn't stick like it used to. It doesn't sink in, because your heart's not the same. It's guarded. It's sealed. It's his. And what's his, the world can't claim. So what's stopping you? Why hold back? You've cried, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón, and he's ready. He's willing. He's able. The power of divine cleansing isn't a dream. It's a reality knocking at your door. Will you open it? Will you let him in? Because he won't force his way. He waits for your yes. He waits for your surrender. He waits for you to say, take it all, the stains, the pain, the past, and make me clean. And when you do, it's not a half measure. It's not a partial fix. It's total. It's complete. You know what that means? The moment you give him your heart, the cleansing starts. The stains you've carried for years, gone in an instant. The wounds you've hidden, healed by his touch. The burdens you've borne, lifted by his strength. That's the power at work. That's the promise fulfilled. That's the life you're called to claim. Now I want you to see it. A heart washed clean. Your heart. No more shadows. No more guilt. No more running from the truth. Just you standing before the one who loves you, spotless and whole. Can you feel that? Can you taste that hope? It's yours. It's real. It's now. And it doesn't stop with the washing. Oh no, it's just the beginning. Because a clean heart isn't meant to sit still. It's meant to beat with purpose, to burn with passion, to fight for what's right. But that fight's not easy. The world won't let it be. The stains are gone, but the battle's not over. You've been cleansed. Praise the Lord for it. But you've got to stand in that cleansing. You've got to hold fast to it. Because the mud's still out there, and the enemy's still prowling, and the heart, though clean, is still human. So what do? You cling to the one who washed you. You trust the power that saved you. You live in the strength that raised you. And you rise. Yes, you rise. Ready to face what comes. Knowing the cleansing isn't a one-time gift, but a living promise that carries you through. You've been washed. Hallelujah. You've been cleansed. The stains are gone. The weight's lifted, and your heart beats free under the power of divine grace. But what happens when you step out into the world again? I'm asking you now, who's felt the mud splash back? Who's walked out of that cleansing moment and found the filth waiting, ready to cling? Raise your hand if you've been there. Let me see it, because this is where the fight begins. Not against the stains of yesterday, but against the battle to stay clean today. The Lord's washed you, hasn't he? You cried, Señor Limpia Mi Corazón, and he answered with a flood of mercy that swept the grime away. You stood in that grace, felt that freedom, tasted that peace. But the world doesn't stand still. It doesn't cheer for your victory. It throws more at you. Temptation in the shadows, anger in the heat of the moment, despair when the night grows long. And the enemy, he's not done either. He prowls, he schemes, he whispers. You won't last. You'll fall again. That cleansing won't hold. But I'm here to tell you, it will hold if you hold to it. This is no easy path. A clean heart isn't a trophy you set on a shelf to admire. It's a banner you carry into battle. You've been made new. Praise the one who did it. But new doesn't mean invincible. The heart's still flesh. The will's still frail. The mud's still out there, and it's sticky. You felt it, haven't you? That moment when the old habits call, when the old wounds ache, when the old voices hiss. Come back to what you know. It's a tug. It's a pull. It's a war. And if you think it's not, you're not paying attention. What's the hardest thing you faced since you were cleansed? Go ahead, think about it. Was it the friend who betrayed you, stirring up bitterness you thought was gone? Was it the lure of something you swore you'd left behind, testing your resolve? Was it the weariness that creeps in, making you wonder if this fight's worth it? I want you to shout it out. Yes, right now. What's tried to stain you again? Let me hear it, because we're not hiding from this. We're facing it together. The battle to stay clean is real, and it's fierce, and it's yours. Now listen close. You're not alone in this. The one who washed you didn't walk away. He didn't say, you're clean now, good luck. No, he's with you. He's in you. He's fighting for you. But you've got to fight too. You've got to stand. You've got to choose. Because the mud doesn't care about your past victory. It's coming for your present. And it's cunning. It doesn't always look like mud. Sometimes it's a whisper of pride. Sometimes it's a spark of envy. Sometimes it's a flood of doubt. And before you know it, you're slipping, you're stumbling, you're wondering how you got back here. But you don't have to stay there. You weren't cleansed to fall and fail. You were cleansed to rise and conquer. So how do you fight? How do you keep this heart clean when the world's throwing everything it's got? You cling to the promise. You grip the truth. You cry out again, not in defeat, but in defiance. Señor, limpia mi corazón. Because that cry isn't a one-time prayer. It's a battle shout. It's a lifeline. It's a call to the one who's never left your side. Think about a soldier for a moment. He's got his armor, shield in one hand, sword in the other. He's trained. He's ready. But the enemy doesn't care. The enemy strikes anyway. Arrows flying, blades swinging, dust choking the air. Does the soldier drop his gear and run? No. He stands. He swings back. He holds his ground. That's you. You've been given armor, faith, hope, the word that cuts through lies. You've been given strength, not your own, but his. And the battle, it's not optional. It's here. It's now. It's the cost of a clean heart. And oh, what a cost. You've seen it, haven't you? The days when it's easier to give in than to stand firm. The moments when the mud feels familiar almost comforting compared to the fight. But let me tell you something, that's a lie. The mud's not your friend, it's your chain, it's your prison. You weren't set free to crawl back into it. You were set free to walk tall, to live bold, to shine bright. So when the temptation comes, and it will, you don't flirt with it, you don't negotiate with it, you turn from it, and you run to the one who's stronger than it. Now, who's been tested this week? Who's faced the fire and felt the heat? Nod your head if that's you, because I know I'm not speaking to perfect people. I'm speaking to warriors, warriors who've been cleansed, warriors who've been called, warriors who've got a fight on their hands. And this fight's not about perfection. It's about perseverance. It's about getting up when you stumble, crying out when you weaken, trusting when you waver. The Lord didn't wash you to watch you drown. He washed you to see you stand. But standing's hard. The world's loud. The enemy's relentless. Your own heart, yes, your own heart can betray you. You've felt that pull, haven't you? That flicker of doubt that says, maybe I'm not clean, maybe I never was, or that rush of anger that burns hotter than you meant it to, or that quiet temptation you didn't squash fast enough. It happens. It's human, but it's not the end, because the power that cleansed you is the power that keeps you. You don't stay clean by your might. You stay clean by His. So what do? You watch, you pray, you guard that heart like it's gold, because it is. It's His treasure, bought with a price, sealed with a promise. And when the mud flies, and it will, you don't let it settle. You don't let it sink in. You lift your voice and say, Señor, Limpia Mi Corazón, not because you're stained again, but because you're claiming what's already yours. You're holding fast to the cleansing. You're standing in the victory, and there's strength for this. You're not fighting blind. You've got a light that cuts through the haze, His truth. You've got a shield that stops the arrows, His grace. You've got a sword that strikes back, His word. Use them. Wield them. Don't let them rust while the battle rages, because the enemy wants you tired. He wants you weak. He wants you to think the mud's inevitable. But it's not. It's not. You've been cleansed. Now live like it. Think of a field after a rain. The ground's soaked. The air's fresh. The filth's washed away. But then the sun beats down, and the weeds creep up, and the dust kicks back. Does the farmer quit? No. He works the soil. He pulls the weeds. He keeps what's good. That's your heart. The rain of grace has fallen. Glory to the one who sent it. But the work's not done. You've got to tend it. You've got to protect it. You've got to fight for it. And you will fight. Because this isn't just about you. A clean heart shines. It draws others. It points to the one who made it clean. You stumble, and someone else stumbles. You stand, and someone else rises. The battle's yours, but the victory's His, and it ripples out. So when the mud comes, when the test hits, when the heart trembles, you don't back down. You don't give in. You lift your eyes. You steady your soul, and you say, I'm clean. I'm His. I'll stand. But standing's not the end. It's the middle. The cleansing started it. The battle shapes it. And there's a triumph coming that seals it. You're not just holding ground. You're claiming it. You're not just surviving. You're thriving. Because the one who washed you, the one who strengthens you, is the one who's leading you to a victory you can't yet see. So fight on. Stay clean. Trust Him. The mud's real. The battle's fierce. But the triumph's sure. You fought the battle. Glory to the one who strengthened you. The mud came, the enemy struck, but here you stand, heart clean, feet firm, soul ablaze. What does that mean? I'm telling you now, this isn't just survival. This isn't just getting by. This is triumph. This is the victory of a pure heart, washed by grace, guarded by faith, and lifted to a purpose higher than you ever dreamed. You cried, Señor, Limpia Mi Corazón, and He did. You faced the fight and you held fast. Now the triumph's yours, and it's time to live it. What does a pure heart feel like? Who's felt it tonight? Raise your hand if you've tasted that freedom, that peace, that fire that burns brighter than the stains ever did. Let me see it, because this is no small thing. A heart made clean doesn't limp along, it soars. It doesn't cower, it shines. It doesn't shrink back, it steps forward, bold and unshaken, because the one who purified it has declared, you're mine and I've made you new. That's not a whisper, that's a shout from the heavens, and it echoes in your bones. Now think about this. You've been washed, you've battled, and the triumph isn't a prize you lock away, it's a life you live. A pure heart doesn't sit still. It moves. It breathes. It beats with a rhythm that the world can't silence. You've felt that shift, haven't you? The guilt's gone, and in its place is joy. The shame's lifted, and in its place is strength. The stains are washed away, and in their place is a light that cuts through the dark. That's triumph. That's what the Lord does when He cleanses you. He doesn't just fix you, He fills you. But this triumph's not easy. The world doesn't bow to it. The enemy doesn't salute it. They hate it. They'll try to dim it. They'll throw shadows at you, doubt, fear, temptation, and say, you don't belong here. You're not this clean. You're not this strong. But you are. You are because He says you are. And when the one who made the stars calls you pure, no lie can undo it. No mud can cover it. No battle can steal it. Who believes that tonight? Shout it out if you do. Let me hear your voice. This is your moment. A pure heart isn't a gift to hoard. It's a flame to carry. You've been through the fire. Praise the one who brought you out. And now you're a beacon. You've seen it, haven't you? Someone looks at you and says, what's different? Why do you stand tall when the world's falling apart? And you know the answer. It's not you, it's Him. It's the cleansing. It's the battle won. It's the triumph of a heart made new, reflecting a light that's not your own. Now let's talk about that light. A pure heart shines. There's no hiding it. It's not loud like a trumpet or proud like a banner. It's quiet. It's steady. It's real. It's in the way you forgive when you've been wrong. It's in the way you love when it's hard. It's in the way you stand when everything's shaking. That's triumph, not in words, but in action. Not in boasts, but in truth. And it draws people. It stirs hope. It points to the one who started it all. Have you ever seen a sunrise after a storm? The clouds part, the sky blazes, and the earth glows with a beauty you can't ignore. That's your heart now. The storm of stains is past. The battle's been fought, and the triumph breaks through like dawn, undeniable, unstoppable, alive. You're not the person you were. You're not the mess you carried. You're a vessel of grace, a testimony of power, a life redeemed. And that's not just for you, that's for the world to see. But don't think it's finished. Triumph isn't a resting place. It's a calling. A pure heart has work to do. It's not enough to be clean. You've got to live clean. It's not enough to be free. You've got to set others free. It's not enough to shine. You've got to burn through the darkness around you. Because the Lord didn't wash you for nothing. He didn't fight for you to sit back. He cleansed you to send you, to use you, to make you a force for His glory. So what's that look like? It's you stepping into the mess of this world with a heart that's whole. It's you facing the pain of others with a love that's steady. It's you standing against the tide with a faith that won't bend. That's triumph. That's the victory of a pure heart. Not in escaping the fight, but in winning it. Day by day, choice by choice, step by step. Who's ready for that? Nod your head if you're ready to live this triumph. Because it's not a hope, it's a charge. And oh, what a charge. The world's hurting, isn't it? You see it every day. Broken lives, shattered trust, hearts caked with mud. But you're different now. You've been cleansed. You've battled. You've triumphed. And that pure heart of yours, it's a weapon. It's a balm. It's a light. You carry it into the fray. And you don't flinch. You don't falter. You don't fade. Because the one who made you pure keeps you pure. And He's with you every inch of the way. Now think about the cost of this. You didn't earn it. Hallelujah, you couldn't. It was bought for you, paid in full, sealed with a love that shook the earth. And because of that, the triumph's not fragile. It's not fleeting. It's forged in eternity, rooted in a promise that nothing can break. So when the world mocks, when the enemy snarls, when the mud flies, you don't bow, you don't break. You stand pure, strong, triumphant. Because the one who cleansed you holds you still. What's the greatest thing you've overcome? Call it to mind. That moment you thought would crush you. That stain you thought would stay. That battle you thought you'd lose. You're here, aren't you? You're standing, aren't you? That's triumph, not in your strength, but in His. And it's not the end. It's the fuel. It's the fire that drives you forward. Because a pure heart doesn't just look back. It looks ahead. It sees the lost and runs to them. It sees the broken and lifts them. It sees the dark and pierces it. So live it. Live this triumph. Don't shrink back into the shadows. You weren't made for them. Don't settle for less. You weren't cleansed for that. Don't let the world dim what the Lord lit. You weren't saved for silence. You've cried, Señor, Limpia Mi Corazón, and He's answered. You've fought the battle, and He's sustained you. Now take this pure heart and run with it, shine with it, fight with it, because the triumph's not a moment, it's a mission, and that mission's yours. The world needs you, not perfect, not polished, but pure. It needs your forgiveness, your courage, your hope. It needs the light of a heart, washed clean, battle-tested, and triumphantly alive. So rise up, stand tall. Let that heart beat loud and strong, because the one who made it pure is calling you to carry it forward. The stains are gone. The fight's been fought. The victory's won. Now go live it. Go be it. Go show it. The triumph of a pure heart is yours, and it's only just begun.